and welcome to Bella's Bites with me, Bella. Today we're going to be doing Halloween biscuits. Let's get started. For this recipe you'll need 225 grams of unsalted butter, 150 grams of icing sugar, 2 eggs, 350 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. First, cream your butter and your icing sugar together. Make sure that your butter is nice and soft, but it doesn't make it all that convenient to get out. Next goes in the icing sugar. Start on a low. Whoopsie daisy. The whisk actually needs to be on before I can whisk. Make sure you start on a low setting, otherwise your icing sugar will go everywhere. As it starts to come together, you can turn it up a bit more, but still keep on a very low speed. Only turn it up if you need to get some of the mix off of your whisk, but make sure that there is no icing sugar around. Just need to scrape off the sides. Looks like we're just about there. Oops. So after you've creamed together your icing sugar and your butter, you want a slightly lighter mixture. It should look it should sound, as you whisk it, very fluffy, and it should have all come together. So, take one of your eggs and separate the yolk from the white. You'll need the yolk. Then take the other egg, but don't split that one. Right. Put your egg into your creamed butter and icing sugar and just whisk it in. This, you'll want a higher setting. I'm just going to quickly get a spoon and scrape down the sides. Your mixture should look a bit like mine. Now, take your ground ginger and a teaspoon I rather like ginger, so I'm going to go for a heaped teaspoon. Now put down cinnamon. Which is also going to be each teaspoon. For me, I'm probably going to have very gingery biscuits. But this part is a little more flexible. So if you don't really want as much ginger, then you can put a little less. Right, now we're going to add in the flour. And a pinch of salt. And then we're going to whisk it all together. Put it on a low setting, otherwise you'll just get a flour cloud. You can do this bit with your hands if you like to get it messy and in there. Or if you want or if you want sneakily taste some. There we go. Right. So now I'm going to want to bring it all together. Actually, now we can see I've got a little bit of flour. we're into dough. Right. So with this bit, you're going to just need to get your hands in there. And just shape it into a sort of ball. Wrap your ball of dough in cling film and leave in the fridge for 1 hour. After 1 hour, my dough is nice and firm. So we're going to take my dough out of the cling film. But we're just going to keep it on top of the cling film. I'm going to take some flour. I'm just going to sprinkle it over the work surface. I'm going to take dough and we're just going to roll it out, but before we roll it out actually, it's probably best if I do the rolling pin so that the dough doesn't stick. Now it is quite firm. That's why I advise you just shape it into a disc before you freeze it. Remember, try not to work your dough that much and to change the angle of it after a while. The shape of it's starting to turn into fingers. Alright, let's just even it out a bit. Right, time to start cutting. I've chosen a ghost, a pumpkin and a bat. Because they're homemade, they don't have to turn out perfect. I'm trying to cut near the edge and for the cutters to come very close. That one was a little thick, so I'm just going to roll it out a bit. Oops. And off comes the stalk. Didn't go quite to plan, but with the leftovers you can just put back together. There we go. Now I'm going to take all of the extra parts. I'm just going to pull them all together, and I'm going to go again. Once you've cut out your biscuits, bake for 12 minutes at 180 degrees. Once your biscuits are golden brown, leave them on some wire racks until they cool down. Now my biscuits have cooled down, and I can ice them. I'm going to start with my ghosts. Right. So I've got some white icing. I'm just going to cover them. I'm going to put some eyes on mine. They actually look a bit cute, the eyes on. When you're icing with homemade icing, make sure that you have a plate or a bowl underneath a wire rack, so then it catches all of the drips and that you don't end up with a sticky counter, let's say, or a board. Before the icing sets, I'm just going to quickly pop some eyes on. And it looks a bit crazed, so right. I'm going to leave these here for a bit whilst the icing just sets on them. Now, I'm going to do the pumpkin. There we go. That's the main part of the pumpkin done. There we go. that's the pumpkin and the stalk done. Now I think I'm going to go on to a bat. There we go. Wait for your icing to set, and then you can share them with friends and family, or you could keep them to yourself. I hope you like this recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.